The liberals are mighty quiet. Had it been the other end where Trump lost and Kamala won, I'm sure like all the people of color, minorities, all the black folks would be just like on Twitter and on social media just saying, we did it, we did it, we did it. Here's why Kamala Harris lost. Simply because she's a hypocrite. She is literally the Nikki Haley, but on the left. Conservatives today, they don't want war. Kamala Harris is connected to Joe Biden. Joe Biden is the king of wars, from formally killing his own son for approving the Iraq war while knowing that that war was a fallacy, from having an approval in the war in Afghanistan for so many decades while killing and putting the American troops on the line, and while also killing the citizens of that country, from lying on the stage saying that during his 4 years of being in office today that he didn't start any war, but lying about it when literally his administration, the military, bombed a home in Kabul, Afghanistan, killing, I believe, 9 people, and just sending out an apology to his team, thinking that's going to justify an issue of killing 9 innocent people because you thought an ISIS member was in that home. And who can forget the vaccines, the COVID vaccines, something that was made quickly without evidence. People that were smart throughout the 5 years, and even now, that decided that they're not going to acquiesce their rights because something in the milk isn't clean. There's not enough data of it. And literally this man, Joe Biden, having on the front page of whitehouse.gov to prepare to die a death during the cold season if you're not vaccinated, from approving vaccines for a 5-year-old and a 6-month-old that is said by this so-called bureaucratic medical advisor, Dr. Fauci, that there is no effective data to support that these vaccinations are effective for those age groups, but still using them on kids as if they're animals. And this foreshadows to what occurred during the 1950s in Alabama, during the Tuskegee era, where black folks were tested as animals during the vaccine period. And it just boggles my mind that black people vote Democrat and can't literally read and see how the government is against you. And just because they provide an incentive with welfare, with food stamps, with another form of aiding, that doesn't mean they like you. It just means they're keeping you in chains and putting you in your place while doing bad stuff behind the scenes and in front of you as well. But since you are being aided with some type of incentive called money, you are going to classically condition standing in line. And a lot of people woke up. I certainly woke up. I was never like this. About 4 years ago, I wasn't like this. It took the vaccines and the lies of Big Pharma to make me do this paradigm shift of thinking about government and about being a conservative. And I ideally, subconsciously, have always been pro-life. I ideally, subconsciously, always felt like I was conservative. But when it came to other people, I didn't mind about socialistic principles. But now I do. You know, I would even verge of being a nationalist now. You know, immigration. She reversed everything. Biden reversed everything. And I said she because she stated that she was beside Joe Biden when he made approvals, when he decided on policies. And so she was a part of that. She doesn't support a wall. She doesn't support not having illegal aliens here in America. She supports having them here. She wants them here. And they are here. Simply applying for a menial job. They're everywhere. Everywhere. And so I am waiting to see what Trump is going to do. You know, I'm a little bit more strict on that policy. I say build that wall and put high voltage electricity around the Texas border, all the way to California, all the way to Florida, up to Maryland, passing the Michigan seas, all the way down to the other side from North Dakota, going all the way down to Oregon, going all the way down back to California where that wall meets there. And so literally the perimeters of America will be connected with high voltage electricity. So anyone that touched it is out. Because that's what we need to do at this point. You know, and I'm pro-life all the way. I'm pro-life all the way. I don't support war. I don't support abortion. I don't support killing people. But when it comes to killing American citizens, when it comes to going to another country illegally or even legally and killing the people of that country through fentanyl, kids are selling this stuff. Adults are also being killed for it. How is it xenophobic or how is it prejudice for an American to say that they want a wall when people from other countries are coming here and they are killing your own people? How is that racist? And those people who call it xenophobic or racist, they don't have intelligence. They don't have a mind of their own. The moment your rebuttal to a response is racism or xenophobic, you lost all argument because you're not educated. You know, people who are uneducated throw insults. People who are uneducated are going to call you racist or xenophobic because they don't read. They just are programmed through television and through other various biased stuff. And so a lot of people like me, we're tired of it. And so this is why she lost, because she was not authentic to who she is. She's not. And so she deserves to lose because she didn't ever receive anything by merit. She literally slept her way up to the top. So I call her the default chick. That's what I call her, and that's what she is. She's a default chick. She accused Joe Biden of busing. She accused Joe Biden of racism. He accepted her as the VP when he chose her. And we did it, Joe. Okay, so the things that you said is out the door. You know, and so when she ran for president, when she was in the primaries in 2020, Tulsi Gabbard took her out. Now, that's a woman who I would love to see as president. Because at least that woman there has the cojones to say, you know what? I served in Iraq for 16 years. But at that time, I believed what the government was telling me. And I regret it now. And that's honestly very honest. And I don't expect to see that from any politician. That's honesty right there. You know, she could be president. So it's not about me, as liberals like to say, not supporting a woman as president. It's not. I don't care what your gender is. And this is the problem with the left. They care about gender and they care about race. That doesn't do anything for you on a policy level. How does that change your life? It's not a role model for your children either. The last time I remember, Kamala Harris wasn't sleeping on your back and she didn't have your kids. You had your child. It's your job to raise your child with esteem and respect and have high morals and principles and be able to confidently say they could be anything they want. Not some celebrity, not some politician, not some TV figure, not someone in any of the realm where they are seen by a lot of people. It's your job. And so I'm happy today that the results were the results. And I'm looking forward to see what Trump does. And hopefully there's a big sense of change and a little bit more confidence than his previous time when he was in the White House. Read, don't be stupid.